for Sturt to clear. McKechnie back there, a bit slow. McGuinness onto the right boot. Hooks it back into the square. Big pack of players. Oh, gee, Spiel went very high. He's marked it. What an incredible mark.
Going to be struggling for distance. He's not going to make it. Thumb clear. Darrington had a shot. Finally off the fingers. Smith, I think. Goal.
McGuinness goes long to the big chap, Thompson. Doesn't get off the ground, but he may have taken it, and he has. And can kick, but on this occasion he's pushed it. Hit right on top of the beam pole, and Glenelg cannot take a trick. Big pack of players around the ball. Peter Carey having his first run on the ball. There's a free kick for around the neck to Whittlesea.
He's up the ground. I think he's following Tony McGuinness around the ground at the moment, Pete.
Painter, thank you, Robert. Up goes Motley. Great mark, and off he goes. He runs through half forward, sets it up from 40 metres down. He's spotted it. Great goal, Motley. 2 goals, Sturt. Glenelg, 3 points.
Maynard now to send the Bays into attack. Off goes Big Thompson, but he's not going in that direction. He's looking for Kernahan. 1, 2, grabs! The big crowd looking at number 4. He pots it through the middle. The Bays are off. 1-3. They trail the Blues 2 goals.
Spiel for Sturt. Alan Stringer had it, then let it go. It's a bit dusty in there. McDermott dispossessed. A high tackle, says the umpire, and Darryl Smith will take a free kick. Frank Spiel and McDermott jostling for position. No doubt about these umpires, they're right on the spot. They're still going on with it. Meanwhile, back at the range, Smith has a pot shot for goal. It's a great kick, Smith. Sturt has got the breeze all right.
The Blues into attack again. Up towards Motley. Got his hands. Couldn't get his hands to it. Back in defence. Hollis out wide. Motley. Hall's going to have to walk hard. Motley around the corner. Motley second. Oh, the kick of the champion. Graham Corns is not happy. That's for certain. He's 21 down. He's getting whacked at the centre bounce at the moment. And Sturt taken away again over towards the half-forward line. Hollis on his natural left leg. He's going for home with a long one. I think he's bottled number 6. Oh, what a start, the Blues. Mervyn Kane to the outer side. A big leap. Tony McGuinness comes out with the ball off the fingers. Simons thought about back to McGuinness. Shrugs the tackle. The umpire said play on. Goes in. This could be close. Oh, hit the post. Kernahan, great mark. One-handed. Simons out wide. That's the way he'll go. Beautifully put, Stephen Kernahan. And Tony Simons has got it at centre half forward. Tony Simons, head on to goal. The kicker's a nice-looking drop. Partaway. Oh, he did the footwork. It is simply not there at the moment. He couldn't get it, but he got the handball out. Only as far as Painter, who got the kick away. Half-forward line. Oh, the bounce favours David Frost. Luck's a fortune. He can kick this easily. 2 bounces. Takes his 10 metres. Fires for home. And bottles it.
Alan Stringer, David Kernahan. She was on the other side a little while ago. Copping. Beautiful position, Copping. He's finally got one. Copping's first goal. Glenelg 3-8. Sturt 7-3.
McGuinness. Good football as the Bays work the ball forward. A long kick up towards Kernahan. Once again, gets his opponent underneath the ball, but he hasn't got the pace. There to go with Heinrich. Still can't get it out. Kernahan still in there. Handball out. Henwood shoots and hits the woodwork again. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Glenelg have...
The Blues by 18 points as we start the second quarter here at Unley in the all-important game. Sturt kicked with to the kicking end or the scoring end of that first quarter. Craig got out the long handball over towards Kane. Kane on the half-back line. Slips out the handball. Oh, that wasn't a good one. He's got to go back and get it again. Miraculously got it out to Martin. Now Craig. The Blues go forward again up towards the half-forward line. Wilmot leaps. Doothey there as well. Filkey, the dangerous one, drives the ball in towards goal. Getting back on it, won't make it. Dip goal! Filkey's first. The Blues off to a brilliant start. Second term. 8-3 to 3-9.
Well, Sturt is certainly playing some fine teamwork. Neil Craig in the centre. He started off the game quite well, Neil Craig. He hasn't played a lot of football this season. He's had a few touches. He's handballed most of the balls, and then again he gave that across to Mervyn Kane. Kane made a bit of a mess of it in the end, but he held his ground and strength showed out. bit of coolness when he made the error, got the ball forward, and then finally stirred into attack off hands from Wilmot. That's a very good goal by Craig Filkin. He certainly wanted to play league football all season.
Great start to the second quarter to the Blues. Spiel and Carey. Spiel has controlled the centre area. Gee, it's a real dust bowl in there. They could... there's a free kick. How did he find that in all that dust? Not a bad guess. Stringer it is who got the free kick, and he kicks it to centre half forward. Copping in front. Gee, Heinrich only just spoiled that one away. Mervyn Kane showing a bit of pace. Copping in front of him though. Kane is right on him. Takes it to the line. And that's what Mervyn Kane does very well. He keeps that ball in front of him. And he learnt that from a long and distinguished career in Melbourne. One of the finest defenders produced by the Richmond Football Club, so I'm told. And he's putting some of it to good work here. Kernahan smashes it back. Tries to find McDermott with it. McDermott is tackled, holding the ball. Well, that's the right decision. McDermott is pointing to his knees and saying, how about a trip or a legging? But it's a bit optimistic, I think, Chris.
How's that knock over the back then by Kernahan? You don't see any better than that. McDermott's 30 yards behind him and he nearly found him.
Amazing. Whittlesea. Motley is in the pack there. He can't mark it. Hasn't been in the game, Motley, although he kicked 2 fine goals early. The Henwood kick gives Big Thompson the chance. The spoil away. McGuinness. Through he goes. He is a real star when he gets the ball and takes off. Tony Hall appears to be injured for Glenelg. That's McGuinness's first goal. 8-3 plays 4-9.
Bad luck for Tony Hall. Could be the end of 1985 season as he stretched it off the ground with a bad knee injury. And his side trailing 4-9 to 8-3. Donovan has taken his place. Be interested to see who goes on to Peter Motley now. But in the meantime, umpire Hilton back the centre bounce to put the ball in play again.
Spiel it is again who gets the benefit of that bounce. Stringer and Martin nearly collided. Motley punches it on. Smith at half forward. Got the quick handball out, but it didn't quite work for him to Hollis. David Kernahan goes deep into defence to give Murphy a hand. And now Sebo. He normally finds a player. Didn't on that occasion. It just went over the top of McDermott. Missed him by a couple of inches. 5 minutes into the second quarter. Sturt kicked a goal early. McGuinness got one back. The difference is 3 clear kicks. 3 goals, 18 points. Spiel and Carey. Carey with the backhander, but he only found Craig with it. Stringer got it out. Marshall to Kernahan. David Kernahan was good work. Spiel tried to run him down. Thompson's on the lead and he takes the mark. McKechnie tries to grab about 10 metres. Sheer optimism there, and John Hilton was deceptive enough to bring him back. The big chap Thompson. Well, that's off the side of the boot. Out on the full. Whittlesea takes quick advantage, plays on, but I think to disadvantage. No, it's a good bounce. Motley muffs it. Simons took it from Thompson. Now McGuinness, who's having trouble with the sun. Maynard is also hurt. He's limping. It's not a good day for the Bay so far at the injury stakes. They kick out of defence. Carey will mark it on centre wing.
Carey to put the Bays into attack. Just having a look at Maynard, he's moving around, but as Peter said, he looks a little gimpy. Drives up towards Thompson, the big fellow up, got his hands to it, couldn't complete it. Pike takes it from McKechnie, floats one to the outer side, no one out there except David Kernahan, who won't make the grade, and the ball is out of play on the outer side.
Gee, that wasn't a bad kick in if he meant it.
8-3 to 4-9, that's kicking in the touch to perfection. Kernahan across with Spiel for the throw-in. Stringer back to McDermott. The kick goes high to the half-forward line. Henwood can't smother it. Pate can. Motley looking to set up the handball. He wobbles the left footer away. Murphy almost. He's under pressure to get rid of it. Gibbs easily slips out the back door. Runs over the half-back line. Stringer. McDermott. The Bays build as they go forward, up towards full forward. Copping! Too strong again. Out-manoeuvred Peter Heinrich. Slipped him forward. forward, stood his ground as the thundering herd came down, head up, took a fine mark, and he's got it 30 metres out in front. Copping has kicked 1 goal 3 to date. Hasn't been his best day for kicking for goal. Shouldn't miss this one. Oh, he slipped it through. The Bays needed it. 2 goals, Stephen Copping. The Bays 5-9, the Blues 8-3.
It's amazing watching players get the ball. Peter Motley had complete charge of a football ground then with 3 players in the middle of the square that he could have used with a handball. He put in a fancy left hand bit of flash stuff, kicked the left footer. Ross Gibbs said thanks very much. It went straight back over Motley's head, and Glenelg have converted again through the will of Copping.
Spiel. Big Frank Spiel against Peter Carey. Carey getting a bit more of it now in the centre. Motley pirouettes, then gives it to Painter. Painter with the right boot, searches for Filkey and found him. Filkey low to the ground. Took a fine mark. He kicked their first goal in this quarter, Filkey, or their only goal. Not a lot of movement. Yes, there is now. Wilmot into the pocket. Well done. Wilmot delayed that lead, and it's fine work from the full forward. But now the test is with him. He's on a rather acute angle. Acute. No, he's just offline to the right of the right goal post. Only a point to the Sturt star forward.
Obviously Mervyn Kane's made the lads think a fair bit about their kicking. They've taken their time on a few occasions today, up in this other end last time. Filkey then just taking his time, giving players a chance to make some leads, and then made sure that he found a teammate.
Gibbs screws the ball out to the outer side towards Carey. He's heads underneath the ball. The umpire said he was pushed underneath it. And the free kick goes to Carey. Quickly transfers play. Marshall, centre wing. Kane's got to come to meet him. Marshall close to the line. Sets it up. David Kernahan. He'll need a bit of shepherding there. Hasn't got the footy. Or the 2 umpires a long way away. They slip one another then as Marshall hooks the ball in towards Maynard. Play on. Maynard over the half forward line. Puts out the pass. Thompson. Big fella 1-2. Grab in front. It's Copping again. Thought the big fella got his hands to that ball as well. But Copping, the front man, has got it 20 metres out. Sturt must be thinking about a move there on Copping. He's had a lot of touches. It's his 6th kick at goal. And he's had 4 handballs as well. 3rd goal. The Bays edging back into this game. And Unley 6-9 to the Blues 8-4.
Only 7 points now. The Bays bridge the gap. Spiel got his hand to the ball. Motley takes it away. Now Heinrich. Kane is on Copping at the moment. Bit of a mismatch in pace there too, but Kane is an erstwhile defender. He knows what it's all about. The free kick will go to Filkey.
And 15. That's a bad bit of play by Glenelg.
Hollis it is. Plus 15 metres. Hollis can kick a goal from here. If he's good enough. He won't score with that. Plenty of jostling there in the square. Off hands Darrington. He got it out. Martin onto the left foot, but he's kicked a point with it. So Sturt has another chance. 8-5 to Glenelg 6-9.
Kick in by Gibbs again. Kick to himself. It's a popular thing with full-backs. Further, almost Pake. Taken off the fingers by Simons, or not Simons, it was Donovan, the new player on. And umpire Thorpe calls a halt for a bounce on the half-forward left flank. The Blues in attack and leading by 8 points. Carey against Spiel. Spiel makes front spot, thumps the ball well to walk, drives it in high, floats it in. Hard one to mark. The ball comes to ground. Darrington Wilmot's going to be there first. Gives it back now to Hollis. Hooks around the corner. But that's out on the full, and the penalty free kick will be taken by Ross Gibbs.
8 points the difference. 12 minutes gone, and Alan Stringer wants it in the centre of the ground. Ross Gibbs is one of the few back pocket men in recent history who creates a real positive force from his position. He's not just a defender, he sets goals up from the back pocket, which is quite incredible. Marshall playing very well. This is his 8th kick. Marshall goes to centre wing. Handwood couldn't mark the ball. Heinrich goes to the line. Just a little bit of intent there, and he caught one on the side of the head as well. 8-5 play 6-9. Sturt leading. Carey got good position then. Murphy played for the free kick, but it wasn't there. umpire Hilton said the Sturt player didn't have it. Frost. I'd imagine he'd kick long. He's looking for Motley. Motley didn't make very good position then. David Kernahan, Donovan and Gibbs. Gibbs is quite an amazing player, really. McGuinness punches away. In comes Painter. Haven't seen him for a long while. The umpire not interested in what went on then. The kick forward, searching for Kernahan. Reed right with him, and that came off Kernahan's boot. Out of bounds right in front of the scoreboard. Yes, Mervyn Kane is on Stephen Copping. He's got a bit more height, perhaps, Mervyn Kane. Certainly an extra yard, though. Spiel behind Kernahan. Back it comes now to Smith. Smith will go short. Painter. Painter normally finds a player. Martin couldn't half volley it, but he backs it up well. Martin runs through centre. A chance now for Wilmer. Oh, Filkey nearly had it on the way through. Leg was Doothey, and it's Doothey's free kick. Playing it on his C-bone, he's allowing it to go to advantage. Marshall, he's at right half forward flank. They all want it in quick. Kernahan, Copping, Thompson, take your pick. Mervyn Kane off hands. Oof, he put that ball on the ground. Then he copped the high one, and he's going to get a free kick.
Mervyn Kane was a little bit upset with the first one when he nearly had his head knocked off, and he wasn't happy. Umpire just not interested at the moment. They're losing that early whistle thrust they had in the first quarter.
Reed to Smith. He ran himself into trouble. Had to go wide to the outer side. Painter giving chase, but the ball will beat him out of play. Starting to hot up the game just a little. 8-5 to 6-9. 8 points in favour of the Blues. Thompson against McKechnie at the throw-in. The big fella got his hand to it. That is Thompson. McGuinness was run down. He's still in there fighting for the ball, but can't get it out. The umpire calls for a bounce down. 15 minutes gone, second quarter. A wonderful crowd on a perfect spring afternoon. Searching for the ball. McKechnie got it towards the line. Well done. Painter got it from Martin. No, not Martin. He's going up towards Martin. But in front, fine mark David Kernahan. And he's been paid the mark. Kernahan. Crowd don't like it. Looked to be okay to me. I don't know what they're getting uptight about. Kernahan from centre field to put the Bays into attack. Looking for Carey, but it's not a good pass. Hollis intercepts.
Hollis read it well, but it was a poor kick from David Kernahan. Hollis takes off. Gibbs up early, no mark. Derrington puts out one for Wilmot, but that'll be punched away. Comes back now to Pate. Pate caught, gets around beautifully, but the kick's awful. Way over into the outer pocket. Doothey and Wilmot over there fighting for the ball, but it's gone out. Pate, who got the job on Marshall. Big punch away, goes straight to Gibbs again. He goes to the line. A bit of intent there, I thought.
How big a bit?
It's right in front of the time clock, which shows about 17 minutes in this second quarter. Carey and Spiel comes down now to Wayne Stringer, but he's only found Whittlesey. Doesn't often have a shot at goal, Whittlesey, although I think he kicked a couple a few weeks back.
If he gets onto this, he'll kick it.
Beautiful kicking action. Whittlesey, he's kicked it through the centre. 7 goals with 7 kicks, Whittlesey. His first goal. Sturt 9-5, Glenelg 6-9.
Well, Sturt's match plan is certainly paying some advantage. The fact that Whittlesey's running around the ground on McInnes means, of course, that McInnes is taking him up to the play, and when he gets up onto that half-forward line, he just sat back then and waited for the quick kick out, and his forward players were working for him in defence, and the quick kick did come, and Whittlesey took the mark, and that's a fine kick by the back pocket player. Often we look at players of his ability and we think, gee, maybe they're too good to play in the back pocket. And this afternoon I'm inclined to agree with people with those sort of thoughts. To have a player with that sort of ability sitting back in a back pocket makes one wonder. He's certainly had a great season, had a great game in the interstate game in Western Australia, and this afternoon that's a beautiful goal.
Sturt by 14 points at the bounce. Spiel got up high, didn't really get a knock away, although at the second attempt Painter did, up towards the half-forward line, socket forward by Painter. Here's a chance now, David Frost boots off. Oh, 65-metre goal! Oh, that took off like a rocket. Went into space, his second goal, and the Blues are on a run. 10-5.
half-time at the Unley Oval, Sturt led by 26 points. They'd kicked 12 goals, 9-81 to Glenelg's 7 goals, 13-55. Now, in the next 26 minutes of play in the third quarter, we only saw 1 goal kicked by either side. In fact, Sturt added 1 goal 2 to Glenelg's 1 goal 5. As we pick up the play again, we're at the 26.5-minute mark of the third term. Sturt are 13 goals, 11-89. Glenelg 8 goals, 18-66.
Well, Glenelg are kicking points, that's all they're doing. Coach Corns would be a little bit concerned because bad kicking is bad football. A lot of their opportunities to kick goals have been thwarted by poor kicking, and whilst I'm not the first to be critical at that because there's a lot of pressure out there, it's a tough game. It's not the best. I think Glenelg kicked 25 points in one game against Sturt in recent times, and they may well better that this game. Maynard read it beautifully off hands. McDermott. Gee, they've done all the attacking in the last 10 minutes of the Bays, but they can't crack it for a goal. Carey's in front, no mark. They're going to run it out again. Hake, Smith. They've come to grandstand side, which is the attacking side at the moment. Hollis is behind. Motley and Murphy. Motley thought about the handball. He's gone straight back. Filkey's got it. He runs into centre half. Hollis is on his own. Kernahan may have been reported. Umpire Hilton's having a strong word at him. Back to Filkey. Here's a chance for the Blues. Filkey lines it up. Oh, he's got it. Filkey's got his second goal. 14-11 Sturt. Glenelg 8-18, and Kernahan was spoken to very strongly by umpire John Hilton.
And Tim Pate got his hands on his head as though he's been spoken to. Obviously, Kernahan feeling a little bit frustrated by the fact that Reid stayed with him all the afternoon. And as we said in the first quarter, Peter Reid's a pretty quick man. He's got the pace to stay with Kernahan. But Filkey did that beautifully then when he stood back outside the pack to read that ball.
The Blues by 29 points. McKechnie on against Henwood. Painter takes it away. High towards the half-forward left flank, but it's taken in defence now by Tony Simons. Simons has Henwood short. He's coming towards Stephen Kernahan. Good strong mark, that one. Down he goes. 15 metres. Umpire thought right on the scene. Stephen Kernahan says what he feels, or indicates what he feels. He's got a loose man in the pocket. He doesn't even know he's there. Off goes Gibbs, but he doesn't want him. He's going in to kick long. I don't think he can make the distance. Gee, it's a big kick, but it's going to be short. Carey gets up, and he got the ball! Off the mark! I thought he only put one hand up. Thompson on for the Bays.
Henwood off.
Henwood off. Carey with the ball in the full forward left pocket. The Bays need a goal, and they need it now. Super's only got 2 points for the afternoon, and that's his first goal. The umpire motionless. The Bays have got 9-18 to trail Sturt 14-11.
Well, Peter Carey took a very good mark then. That was like old times. Up in the goal square, Glenelg have chosen to lead in there. They put Henwood on the ball to give that little bit of spark and pace to the ruck play around the centre of the ground. At half-time, they've obviously thought they were a bit top-heavy. Took Thompson off, but they brought him back onto the ground now. Carey's coming onto the ruck, and he's going to do the rucking for the next play after kicking that goal after a fairly loose shot just a few moments ago.
Thompson's gone down to the forward line and Spiel is on him. So it's Carey against McKechnie. McKechnie got his hand to it. Painter pushed it through well. Donovan's playing with the ball. Now Smith. Filkey didn't quite get there. Wilmot applies the tackle. Hollis. He's going to run into an open goal. Hollis. 3 goals, Hollis. Sturt got it back very quickly. No mucking around at all. 15-11. Glenelg 9-18.
One of the things that's emerged for Sturt this season, I don't think there's any doubt, is the resurgence in the last half of the season, in particular of Paul Hollis, a young man who a few years ago kicked a lot of goals for Sturt at full forward, looked as though he was heading for a promising league career, then suddenly disappeared. Things just weren't going very well. But now then, we see him scouting the pack, snaffling the ball, and then running when not panicking, making a certainty of the goal. Very well done.
Sturt again by 29 points. The umpire will recall that bounce. Peter Carey had it on his own. Umpire Hilton to put the ball down again. Normally one of the better bouncers in the league. Puts a little sandy in there. 15-11 to 9-18. Once again, not a good run. Whoop. I wonder if he can see the funny side of it.
The other.
The message we've got is Kernahan has not been reported. He's only spoken to by the umpire, who incidentally threw the ball up. Craig hooks to the half-forward line up towards Motley. Big leap try. Can't make it. Salisbury through. In there is Seabone. Quickly now Donovan. Nowhere to go. Slips it to McDermott. Carey. You'll have to get rid of it in a hurry. Now Maynard. Off goes Copping out in front of that player. Up with him now is Kane. Copping joins Walk. Walk on the bottom of the pack and the umpire calls for a bounce.
Mervyn Kane did that well, Peter, getting back. Stephen Copping had him then, and Kane showing a little bit of dash.
It's as quick as I've seen him run, I think, Robert, which is great to see, because Mervyn Kane has done a fine job this year with the Sturt club. The kick away now from Walk. 22 minutes gone, and Big McKechnie lumbers over towards the line, but there's going to be a throw-in.
It's amazing what the motivation of the team doing well will do for Mervyn Kane too. It'll take a lot of pressure off him if he finds that the players up ground are working hard. It'll give him a bit more time and a bit more enthusiasm for the game.
Smith missed it. Painter didn't. Painter's played superbly today. Craig runs away from centre, but Wilmot's on the lead. He can't mark that one. Plenty of pressure. Now Donovan. Or Salisbury, in fact. That is a dangerous kick. Donovan might be able to run it through. He left it behind. Salisbury comes in like a Sherman tank. No problems at all. Puts it over the top. Maynard. McDermott. Gee, they've got a few link men, Glenelg. The kick's not a good one, though. Walk. He was grabbed. Martin got it out wide. That's fine work, Martin. Now Pake. Beautifully disposed. Neil Craig. Can't keep it in. Then we'll see a throw in.
Gee, the workload of Neil Craig this afternoon has been absolutely phenomenal. The distances he's run across the centre to receive the ball on rebound, he must be feeling the pinch, and maybe Glenelg might get a bit around in the last quarter because he hasn't played a lot of games.
He's a vital player. Carey doing work now. Simons and Maynard. Gee, they've picked up a lot of kicks, those players. Kernahan's going to make yards. Takes a great mark low to the ground. Thompson leads. Kernahan goes out though looking for Marshall. Copping late, and he's taken the mark.
Mervyn Kane just turned around again. He's not happy. Didn't believe that Copping could get to that ball.
Well, Copping is a vastly experienced player, and they've got so many avenues of attack, the Bays, that it's pretty hard to cut them all off.
Yeah, but Copping's amazing, isn't he? He's already put Peter Heinrich to rest as an opponent.
Copping kick is just off to the left. Didn't miss by much. So he's kicked 4 goals and he's kicked 4 points as well. There's a change coming for Sturt. 15-11 the Blues. Glenelg 9-19.
Kick in is coming towards Pake. Big leap. Nice mark. On the half-back line. Don't know who Viney will replace, whether Neil Craig might have a bit of a spell just prior to three-quarter time. The mark has been paid there to Motley. Peter Motley at centre wing. That's his 16th kick coming up from centre wing. Taking his time. He'll go across centre field to Joppa Martin. Could be trouble. Well, Martin trapped it beautifully. Has the time to change direction. A high tackle against a Sturt player. It was against Viney, I think. To McDermott. Gets the kick underway. And he's offline for a point. Who did Viney replace, Peter? Did you see?
No, I didn't see either, but I know that Peter Motley's got an Achilles heel with that kick. That's the second time this quarter, Ian.
Mervyn Kane kicking off. It's a wobbly kick. Viney's under it. Couldn't find it. Kernahan, McDermott. Stolen. Craig's got the run of it. He couldn't pick it up though. McGuinness took it off him. Through half forward he goes. McGuinness lines them up. Thompson's back there. Oh, it's gone through. It's a goal. McGuinness got it. That's the one the Bays needed. 2 to McGuinness. 10-20 Glenelg. Sturt 15-11. Sturt are in front, but Glenelg is still in the game. Tony McGuinness across the centre of the ground. He's got the capability to get away with that, and he snared that ball in after Sturt made a bit of a hash. It was a lovely stop by Viney. He knocked the ball out. Craig couldn't get his hands on it. Maybe he is feeling the pinch. I noticed McDermott with his hands on his hips a moment ago. It's been a pretty hard and fast game.
The Blues by 21 points. 26 minutes gone. McKechnie underneath the ball. Can't bring it down. It comes out to Craig. He got it from Viney. Murphy can't bring it down. Smith tackled high out towards Filkey. He'll give it across to Eddie Fry. Fry can't quite get there. Murphy back in defence. Fry comes out with a footy. He's still got it. Beautifully taken off him there by Donovan. He hasn't got the footy. And Murphy takes it across the line. A throw in, full forward, right pocket. The game really on now. 30 scoring shots to 26 in favour of Glenelg, but they trail by 21, and doesn't Studley Corns know it. Salisbury to Murphy. Smith hooks around the corner. Ball starting to come back. Into woodwork. 1 point fine effort by Darren Smith. 15-12 Sturt, 10-20 the Bays.
We're into time on, and any score by either side during this period vital for the last quarter. There's going to be some tired players out there. Again, Seabohm kicks out. Billy finds Duthie with it. Wilmot, Motley's got a space. He's going to go short. Oh, he didn't quite find Frost. Back to Motley, who slipped over. Big movement in there by Seabohm. Now McGuinness. He's caught. Has to get rid of it. Sturt have got numbers. Motley on his own is Wilmot. Motley's going to burn him. Boy, he didn't have an Achilles heel then, Robin.
No, but he just missed the one before. The short pass he did up ground. He missed it, but that was a certainty then. If he'd have missed that one, I think he'd have walked off the ground.
Well, Wilmot's at centre-half forward. Well, I think with some of these champions, they tend to set standards that are pretty high. I know Motley has. He's certainly set some quite extraordinary standards for himself this year, and Wilmot got it from him. A vital kick. Oh, shocker. It's going to go to Filkey, though. That's a fine pass by Wilmot. Straight to Filkey. And he's going to line it up from 10 metres out.
Isn't it amazing, though? When we were up here looking, all the players were standing behind the goal line. The only bloke that stood in front was Filkey.
Filkey's got 3 goals now for Sturt. And an important one. 16-12 to 10-20.
And Sturt went on to record a big win this afternoon in what possibly could be their last game at the Unley Oval. They're in the 5 now. 21 goals, 14, 140. Glenelg, 14 goals, 22, 106. Motley got 4 for Sturt. Wilmot, Hollis, Filkey, all 3. Smith and Frost, 2. While for the Bays, Copping, 5 today. McGuinness, 3. Marshall and Carey, 2. And the stats from the game at the Unley Oval this afternoon. Kicks, Sturt 181 to Glenelg 182. The mark 71 to 70. Handballs 92 to 108. The free kick 16 to 24. The rucks out of centre 11 for Sturt, 8 for Glenelg, and the scoring shots 35, played 36. And after the game, Ian Day and Robert Oatey spoke to the respective coaches, Mervyn Kane and Graham Corns.
Again at this moment, actually, Robert.
Your first year as a coach in Adelaide, it certainly must be just a little personal thrill in the back of the mind there, the fact that you've been able to get the team up and play so well today.
Yeah, certainly is. I mean, we're up against the top side. Perhaps their motivating factor wasn't as great as ours, and they're in the finals. We're fighting for top spot, but I think that's probably a little bit different than our situation, fighting for a place in the 5. So we won on that score, I feel.
What did you enjoy about the team today in particular that sort of was perhaps a little bit of a lift from the last couple of weeks and when you haven't been really going so well?
No, well, I think we were down obviously when we lost the 3 in a row, and we worked like Billy O to try and correct our deficiencies, which was our attack on the ball. We lost that, and so over the last couple of weeks we've worked on it, we've recognised it, and players have really just gone in and said, okay, let's get it back.
3-9 on the first.
So it's correct, but there must have been a big difference.